Hello! This is what I call Journey into January, where I'm going to show the books that I picked up this month. Uh, it's the week of the storm, and I hope y'all are safe. These books started out the year. I got these pretty cheap at Nelco. Next, I got this AOK from my pal David, the Garage Geek. It's beautiful million models, which I like. And then these Batman 66 crossovers with Mike Allred covers. Those are pretty great. Enjoy his stuff. Mike Allred. And his superpowers also came from David. The great Kirby covers. And finally these Gil Kanes. Nice. Next I picked up these romance comics from Lone Star Comics. I got them pretty cheap. I was glad to get them. Love Diaries and Career Girl Romance. Good stuff. And my pal Bill Field gave me these two Skywall. Sea Hunt I got at Half Price Books. And North Star was kind of a fun book from Thomas Herpage. This Buzz Sawyer I bought off eBay. It was a little bit of a disappointment. I knew it was kind of bad condition, but it was brittle. And Heathcliff by George Gately is Orange Cat humor at its finest. I got these at Nelco. And got Mystery in Space at Legacy. The Red Sonja has a cover by Amanda Connor. In the Mystery in Space has this Alex Toth story. It's heavily inked by Frank Giacoia, but here's a peek at it anyway. The Jungle Comics I also got at Legacy, along with the Ghostly Tales. The Jungle Tales has this Matt Baker story in it, and here's a peek at the art inside. Baker did Camilla in Jungle Comics. Some really good artwork. Not quite as impressive as some of his covers, but fun anyway. Hope you enjoyed this little interlude. And I got these at Nelco, a couple of romance comics, and the Just Married has this story by Jose Luis Garcia-Lopez that I thought I would share with you here. Really nice artwork. This is from about 1969, I think. Maybe 1970. I think it was drawn in 69 and printed in 70. Really nice stuff. And the Teenage Talk I got at Legacy, and the Vampirella I got at Nelco. Then, just the other day, I got to dive into these 3 long boxes of funny comics that they got in at Legacy Collectibles. It's fun picking over a collection, and here are some of the books that I got. Cool covers by Mike Zeck and Tom Sutton. And John Byrne, Ditko and Zeck, Wayne Howard and Tom Sutton, I believe. I'm not really sure on these war comics. There's Attack Number 1, Fighting Army. There's a lot of great art in some of these books. I haven't had a chance to really dive into them yet. But on this cold weekend, I'm going to be looking at a lot of these great comic books. And I got a lot of funny stuff too from Charlton, Barney and Betty, and Beetle Bailey. Blondie. I like that Super Dagwood. That's pretty cool. Flintstones, Hanna-Barbera Parade, and Huckleberry Hound. Those are kind of tough to find. Beetle Bailey Sarge Snorkel. Those are fun. And Top Cat, of course. And Yogi Bear. And Gold Key, Daffy Duck. Dagar the Invincible and Dark Shadows. The Barnabas cover. That's cool. Dragon the Sky Gods and Twilight Zone. Then I got some Marvel and DC horror stuff. Astonishing Tales, House of Mystery. Got this Lois Lane thrown in, and Black Magic. Mystery in Space, or Journey to Mystery, and Jungle Action. Monsters on the Prowl, Supernatural Thrillers with the Living Mummy. Gil Kane covers, those are great. Tomb of Darkness and Vault of Evil. Where Monsters Dwell, those funky Marvel 70s books are always a lot of fun. The Witching Hour, not my favorite DC horror, but pretty cool. Weird Mystery, I love the underwater cover there. And that Wrights and Weird Mystery is cool. Next, I dived into a bunch of Harveys, which are really the hardest to find, I think, is stuff here, at least here in San Antonio. I don't see many Harveys. And to find all these in one place, he had like a whole box of Richie Rich, different titles like Billions and Zillions and Pack Dollars and all the different spin-off titles. I got all these Devil Kids and Hot Stuff were a big find, plus a few little dots. And a little dot and Richie Rich. These Spookies are cool. And Spooky's Haunted House. And Spooky Spooktown. And the only Richie Riches that I got were the Poor Little Rich Boys. Those are the ones I collect. I just kind of stay away from the spin-offs. Although it was tempting. He's got like a whole box of them. And also, we got into Betty and Veronica. These are a few Archie Giant series magazines with Betty and Veronica, Spectacular and Summer Fun. But I was glad to get these Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. That's my one of my favorite titles of all time. My CLZ says that this is the title I have the most copies in my collection. I'm a big fan of Dan DeCarlo, and he did most of these stories and covers up through the 70s into the 80s, and I enjoy his work very much. Yeah, Betty and Veronica, my two favorite girls. And I got a few of these Wilkin Boy, That Wilkin Boy, which is a title I enjoy very much. And Love and Rockets was the first new comic that I bought this year. I've sort of given up buying new comics in favor of the older stuff that you've seen in this video, but I just couldn't give up Love and Rockets. Well, that's my January haul, And if you like it, like it. And I hope you all are doing good in this stormy January morning. We didn't get any snow here in San Antonio, but I know a lot of people are snowed in. I'm kind of both happy and disappointed we didn't get snow so far. But I hope you're doing well and hang in there.